Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining me. This week we're going to be making a tasty batch of fried pastry cones. So these little pastries that I'm making today is made with my regular ball of pastry that I use for all of my pies, savory, like pot pies and such. I'll get it after a while, and it's a little twist on it. You could have it sweet, you can have them savory again, and I'm going to tell you more as we go. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours. So like I was saying, this recipe is made with my simple pastry recipe. So I got a ball of cold pastry here, and I'm going to share that link with you for how to make the pastries for pies. You could make them for a number of dishes as well as your pot pie, and for those delicious savory ones like our turkey pastries and our meat pastries. This is all this is here, and again I'll share that with you. Just roll it out like you would to roll out your pie for a pie crust, about that thickness, and we're going to be cutting them in 4-inch round shapes. And as well, what you're going to need for this today, you're going to need I guess an approved deep fryer, unless you're comfortable with frying things on the stove in a pot. And you would need a stainless steel handle. What I mean by that, I'm going to be using my trusty little whisk here and the stainless steel handle. If you got those cannoli wraps that you can get, tubes, or anything that got a stainless steel object, so that when it goes into the deep fryer, it's not going to melt or cause trouble. And I'll explain that as we go. So, whoops, I'm going to tip it all over, Raymond. We're just going to roll it out about the size of this, and I'm using my lid belonging to my mason jar just to put down to make the 4-inch round shape. And that's all you need to do there. So that's all you need to do there. So have them all cut out in advance. And then what you're going to do with your stainless steel object, again, I'm just using my whisk here today because that's all I got to use. I don't have any other fancy stainless steel round object. We're going to need a little small amount of water. And you're going to roll it around the bottom. You're going to put a little bit of water there, roll it over like this, and pinch the bottom in the pastry cone. I'm only going to be doing this as I need it. I only got one object, so we're going to be deep frying these. And now I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. So again, if you got lots of stainless steel handles and you can just roll them in and what, you can do it. But you can't just roll them and take it off and pop it in your fryer, because if you do, it'll just go whatever shape it is. But leaving it on the handle and putting it into the deep fryer, I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to make a savory filling for this, which is going to consist of already cooked crab meat, but you could use anything you want. You could use canned crab, you could use lobster, you could use ham, you could use whatever you want. But a simple recipe, I'll show you that. Also a sweet cream cheese recipe to put inside. So we got lots of fun things here today, so we want you to stick around and watch this and make them. You're going to love it. So let's go over to the deep fryer and get frying these. I'm going to be using my deep fryer here today with some vegetable oil. I'm just going to take the pastry and just put down into the fryer with the handle on it, and it's on a 350 Fahrenheit heat. I can't put my cover down because of my whisk, and I'm going to leave them there for 3 to 4 minutes or until golden brown, and I'll show you that. Okay, so we're just going to have a little check here now. This part is not hot. They're starting, as you can see, they're starting to get nice. They're almost to where I want them. Just going to turn them a little bit on that side, just keeping it submerged down. And then I'll get ready to take it out and show you. Nice. So what you need to do now is when you take it out of the fryer, I'm going to put it over there on a piece of paper towel. I'm just going to grab this. Just put it on there. And you can see this really nice little cone. I'm going to put them down like that just to let it drain a bit and pop in a couple of more there. Just going to fold one more in there for you. Just fold it over like this, take the other side, and just a little small pat of water, cold water, just to help it stick, and just pinch the bottom. Now sometimes it comes out pointy, sometimes it don't, depends when it goes into the fryer. And just put it into the fryer like that. And then I'm going to show you now when I got them all done. So into the fryer you go. And that's it. So while we're waiting for our pastry cones to fry, let's make those savory fillings. So the one we're going to do first is the crab filling, and I'm going to be using a half a pack of cream cheese, and cream cheese of choice. You can have the low fat one or the regular, and it's a 250 pack, and I halved it between my savory and my sweet. So this is just a half a pack. I'm going to toss it into my bowl. We're going to be putting in there 1/4 cup of butter or margarine. Just cut it into cubes like this. And I'm not going to be adding this in there, but this is just cooked, chopped crab meat. And I got about a cup there for that. And I'm going to be putting in there 1/4 cup of sour cream, or you could use plain yogurt. So we're going to be using plain yogurt in the other one. So if you want to use it for both, or if you want to use sour cream for both, it doesn't matter. So you don't have to go out and buy anything if you got one. And now I'm going to turn this on and whip it. I'm going to be tossing in there, I'm going to say a pinch of sea salt, pinch of pepper, and a pinch of onion powder and dill weed. So just a pinch, and to taste, so you can taste it once you put it into this air and whip it. I'm going to put that through, and then we'll fold in the rest. Okay, so take out that mixer. Now what we're going to do next, I'm going to have a little taste. Yeah, that's a nice bit of seasoning into there. I'm going to be tossing in 1 stick of green onion. This is more closer to the light part of the green onion, and chop it up really fine with your knife, and then put in that cup. And if you don't have crab, use whatever you got. You could use canned crab, you could use ham, you could use chicken, whatever you want, because this is your savory dish. So toss that in there, and I'm going to fold it through. So I'm going to fold this in, because there's no need of blending this together, because this is just going to be scooped into those delicious fried pastry cones. So now you can also put in stuff that you like. Maybe there's a seasoning that you would like to put in there. Toss it in, blend it together. Now we'll go over and make our sweet cream cheese. So now the same with our sweet cream cheese mixture is a half a package of cream cheese and 1/4 cup of butter or margarine and 1 teaspoonful of vanilla. I'm going to mix this together first. Alright, so what we're going to put in there now is 1/4 cup of plain yogurt, and if you don't have plain yogurt, you could use your sour cream, because this has got confectionery sugar in it, and it will take off that sourness. So I'm going to whip that together. And then we're going to gradually toss in there 1 cup of that confectionery sugar. And Raven, I'm going to try
I'm
to
standing, I'm going to stand back.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to spare you. I got that everywhere, Raymond.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I stood back a little bit from the camera. So
yes, you know you did. Now, if you need for it to be a little more thicker, don't put as much of the plain yogurt in there. Just put like a tablespoonful at a time, or if you wanted to use a whipping cream, that's fine too. And then put it back in the fridge to cool down a little bit. I might even give that one to Raymond after, because that one is nice. I'm going to put this in the fridge. We're going to grab for our fried pastry cones, and we'll get putting these together. Now our fried pastry cones are done. I'm going to show you what they look like a little closer. We'll get filling them. I'm going to have a little sample. I know Raymond's going to want a little sample back there.
Oh, you better believe it.
And I can see you folks wanting to make some of these today as well, and have some. Come in a little closer. I got these put in the bowl so it'll sit up a little nicer, and these here was straining, so I'm going to take it out of the paper towel. So this is just pretty much just to get any of that extra grease off there. And then what we're going to do now with these to fancy them up, you could of course put whatever stuffing in it you want to, as well as a scoop of ice cream, which that's one of Raymond's sort of favorites, you know. So put these in there, and then top with some dill, or you can top with something that's spicy or got that bite to it. And I'm going to come in here and top the cream cheese mixture. Raymond coming with a scoop of ice cream. See, just a little scoop of ice cream. I'll try to get a big one, Raymond. I'm just going to take it and pop it in there. Just look. Now, I'm going to pass this one to Raymond. Even got a little bit of dill on your ice cream, Raymond. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
You just enjoy. And then top a little bit of chocolate sprinkles over the top of your cream cheese ones. So that's all you need to do there. So now again, just a little bit of those chocolate little sprinkles, and I got dill on this, but you could use whatever, like I was saying, it's up to you. Have them separated so they'll know that one is sweet, the other one is savory, and then top it with a little bit of confectionery sugar over the sweet one, and how good is that? Yum. I can't wait to have a taste. I hope you're excited to make these today. They're so quick. I'll share again our pastry recipe with you. I didn't make it here today because I've made it on, I would say, hundreds of our recipes throughout the years. And I will share it in the top left hand corner in one of our pastry areas. Also, again, our savory dish, which is our crab filling, and on this side is the cream cheese filling, and yum. Either one of them, as you can see, nice and crispy, and yum. Got that delicious taste. I'm gonna have one of these, of course, Raymond. You can't. He's been eating ice cream.
Mine's all done. I'm getting ready for
digging in one of the other ones.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe today. I know we're excited to bring it to you. Raymond just finished his ice cream, and
well, like I said, like, you know, now I'm ready to try
one of the other ones.
Yeah,
for sure. Of course, the pastry is nice and crispy, and I'll eat that later. And I'm going to have a little taste of this one here. You don't have to put what I got here in it. You can make up your own whip. You could make up your own savory dish, or you can just put it out for a kid's birthday party and let them put things into it that they enjoy, jazz it up a little. But this is my crab one. I'm going to have a little taste. Oh my goodness. So crispy, so tasty. I know I got it all over my mouth. Delicious, perfect for any occasion. 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you to make them. Okay, I'm going to finish that a little later. But for now, I'm going to share the recipe with you. And under this video, I know I get messages. I can't find it. It either says see more or an arrow pointing down. if you can't find it there, you can send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. I'll send it to you, and I'll send you a link to the website, which will also be www.bonitaskitchen.com. And before I let you go, I'm going to give you a little, a recap. When you wrap the pastry around the stainless steel handle, or if you got a cannoli wrap, make sure you keep it on that while it's frying, because if you take it out, it'll close together, and you don't want that because you want the openness of your cone. And I guess maybe you already know that, but that's okay. If you don't, there's a little tip. And for now, we're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, you have a wonderful day. From our kitchen to yours. The next time you're visiting Newfoundland and Labrador, don't forget to visit the beautiful town of Arbor Grace and join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.